Hi and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. Hope you've had a great day today, hope you've enjoyed it. It was pretty warm today, wasn't it? There was no rain at Grassroots football, this is what we're talking about. Nice and early this morning, and it was very mild and I couldn't understand. Normally when I go out to the Kirby League, it's absolutely Baltic, it's freezing because they don't call it Windy Harbour for nothing there. And it was so mild, it was, look, I think the kids loved it, we loved it. And I was watching many games going on where you can stand sort of in the middle and you can see 4 games at once, just turning around, watching, listening to how the spectators behaved. And it was great. Leary League, it was superb, and the committee are all walking around there. And yeah, I must admit, the referees enjoyed themselves, you could see, and the kids especially enjoyed themselves. And I watched a game, I think it was Kirby, one of the Kirby teams against Genoa, my ex-team, and it was a really, really good battle. It was a smashing game, and the Kirby team went out victorious with one goal to nil. It was just a slip up, the kids, under 8s these are, and it could have gone either way, honestly. It was one of those things. Genoa couldn't get back, couldn't score. They had a few chances, and it was, end-to-end stuff. And for kids football, brilliant. Must admit, really thoroughly enjoyed it, and the kids were always letting on to me. And young Jacob, and you know that I wrote a book. He come running over at the start, just before the game went on, and he said, "Mal, I've read your book." And I went, "Oh, I've made it up." I said, "Thank you very much for buying it. Did you enjoy it?" And he went, "To be honest," he said, "I loved it." And that, from an under 8-year-old, to me, speaks volumes. It really does. You can get this on Amazon, and that was his own words. And I told his mum, Dad wasn't there, Adam, and she said he really did. He thoroughly enjoyed that book and read it and understood it. And to me, that's music to my ears. Coming from a youngster, so all I'm saying is on Amazon, and it's a great stocking filler. If you're wondering what to get, your grandchild, your son, your daughter, just, try it out. Your little message in there all about what happens on sidelines and on the field of play. And I've got to sign this book for young Jacob next week, and I will do. So I really, really was over the moon, ecstatic to say the least, that kids are enjoying the book. So I appreciate it if you already have bought it from Amazon. I really do. And anyone who tuned in yesterday on the show, I was trying Spotify now. Anyone who's got a Mac, Apple Mac, you'll see there, there's always security things that come in. One popped up as well, and I got onto it yesterday. It wasn't, I put a security code in, and unfortunately today the Apple Mac will not accept my correct ID. I cannot get into it whatsoever. I've been on YouTube, I've looked at all different things, and there's recovery keys, and there's a danger if you ask for the recovery key and get right back into your Mac again. You could lose everything if you lose that. They can't help you. Apple can't help you at all if the key's lost again to get in, so you'd lose everything on it. Now unfortunately, I just can't get it at all. It's my user ID, which is obviously your email and your password. So I've put it in and it's not recognised. It will not let me in. It did yesterday, and I know for a fact it's the correct password. And when you're doing capital letters as well, and on your keyboard you have your capital letters and your lowercase letters, little keys. Well, when you're off Apple Mac, the keyboard will not light up for capital letters, and when you eventually sort of get into your Mac, then the light comes on the keyboard. It really doesn't make sense. Plus the fact I'm on the internet, so I'm working great, and this will be loaded up as well. and it states when you try to put your password in and do a reset, unfortunately you're not connected to the internet. And this is the Mac. Everything is separate about the Mac. This is where you've got to be very, very wary about it. Honestly, they have their own ideas of things. So you put that security key in to make it safer. And when you come to put your password in from your security key, it won't accept it. It won't let you in to your own Apple Mac. I was better off not having a password to get in. And now put the password in, it won't let me in. It's like it's protected it from myself. So I'm a little bit disgusted, a little bit upset at that. If there's any techs out there who are really, really good on Apple Macs and they can just get me back in, please, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Obviously, I can't do my Spotify, I can do the blood on my DXTL TV from the touchlines, and I just set up Spotify, and I was loving it. I realised just how it was. I think I put a show on yesterday and I wondered why the sound wasn't on there. So I was going to look at that today, and obviously I can't. So how I'm going to do a recording on Spotify, I really, really do not know. But YouTube, just as good at the moment, we'll use that, and then we'll come on to Spotify as soon as I get some technician who can help me out on the Apple Mac here, please. mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. If you are a superstar and a technician on Apple, you can just go right into it, no problem whatsoever. I'll be ecstatic and thankful forever. And we did announce yesterday, and I don't think it come on the show, that we have, and I think I put it on here on YouTube, that we have our date, which is the 12th of April, for our National REFspect Awareness Weekend. And we just need everyone in grassroots football to support the work that we do, if you don't mind, please, and support your referees. Referees are, you can say, very hard to come by, because looking at today, everyone was desperate for referees, and you can see in all the referee groups, of which I'm a member of, and a few of them, they're appealing for referees to cover games. And obviously referees do get sick as well, but it's amazing, isn't it, you know, that all these teams need a referee, and when they haven't got one, it's no game. No ref, no game. It needs to be a referee officiating week in, week out. And I did have a little chat to one of the managers there today regarding having a go at the referee for giving free kicks and things like that. And as I said, under 18, they were great about it, don't get me wrong, the manager and the coach. But what happens if they start shouting, the parents hear it and they start shouting as well. But we got on well, we done well, and the young referee Will got on with it great, and he is improving week in, week out, and he's getting there, and his whistle is very, very loud indeed. Last week you couldn't hear his whistle, and now he's giving instructions to the kids, talking to the kids, and the free kicks. And I heard someone else, a parent, saying, when he blew the whistle, "You must be joking, ref, that was never a foul." And he was blowing the whistle to stop the game because the kid was crying and injured for a drop ball. See, these people are just jumping in and saying it was never a foul and arguing until they see what the referee is given. And the referee had concerns about the kids being injured, and that's why the whistles were going. No fouls, just accidental injuries. There you go. So please, a message to all parents, managers and coaches, spectators, when you're on the sidelines in grassroots football and the referee blows the whistle because a kid has been injured, take a back seat and leave the referee to officiate the game, because the referee is protecting yours or someone else's child who's just been injured. Think of it that way, and that's all it is. So applaud the referees for doing this, because I certainly did, and I thought he was great. Twice he done this, and twice he was correct in his decisions, but he was getting accused of giving a free kick. See, jumping the gun, that's what yous are, jumping the gun. You parents and spectators need to take a back seat, 100% you do. So, if you're out and about today, we do hope that you really, really enjoyed yourself. And I'm just going to check and put this on. No, I'm on a microphone here and we've got our own. See, I'm getting carried away because my Apple Mac is down. Oh dear, can't get in. And I'm really, really lost because I do like to share on the podcast as well. So I have to apologise to our podcast fans. Can't get in to my Apple Mac. Nightmare. Anyway, I wonder if my tech will be able to do that if I get hold of them a little bit later on. And just maybe they can help me out and get in there. Put the security code in, they ask you to, and then you can't get in. Oh dear me, gutted. Anyway, look at this, REFspect. We don't need these, do we, at the game? Don't need them, and we don't need the yellow either. This is what we don't need. We need this. We don't need these, and these are the wall cards. That's what it is. They all mount up, and what do points make? Prizes. So when you're out and about watching your child playing football, remember, we could be given these tokens out that will all end up probably in little prizes as part of our REFspect Awareness Weekend, April the 12th, 2025. Please note it down in your diary. We need your support, and if you can help out, you kids can help out there towards our referee. What could you do something special for your officials on that day? What could you do? And the winning team or the winning individual can win a nice prize from Don't Cross the Line. We ask for your support, and the referees do as well. So make it a special weekend, make it a special game for your referee. Go out and enjoy yourself, and make sure the referee enjoys themselves as well. And it all goes without saying that we should be shaking hands with the referee on and after the game as well, thanking the referee regardless of the scoreline. Like those kids at the end of that game today, one winner as 1-0 and a loser, or a runner-up should we say. No, team lost. They were great, they were all friendly, they were all talking to me after the game and what they were doing, and the football had gone up the head. They played the game, they were all happy, and that's the way it should be. And then you've got parents who go on about it, sitting in a cafe saying how it was taken away from them. It doesn't make sense. Just get on with the game. There's always another game the following week, isn't there? So, how did your games go? And we'd love to know, get some feedback off you. If you're a referee, we'd love your feedback as well. Mum, dad, spectator, whoever it may be, parent, family member who have been out today, give us some feedback. Did you enjoy? You must have enjoyed it, and I was amazed that all the grass pitches were being played on with all that rain that we've had. And it is forecast again, not too sure about tomorrow, but the pitches were immaculate. Everyone was enjoying it, and it was great to see so many people having fun and playing the game, and they were all kids, and to me that's music to my ears. Everyone's enjoying it, they all got a game in, and they all were going home to watch some Premier League games, and obviously Liverpool and Everton will play tomorrow. Liverpool at home to Manchester City, Everton away to Manchester United. And I just don't understand when the computer draws that, and I've noticed this, London clubs and Manchester clubs, that Merseyside are playing both clubs today, or tomorrow should I say. If it's drawn by computer, how does that work? Come on, give me some feedback please. People in the know, let me know. So don't forget, REFspect Awareness Weekend on the 12th of April 2025. You could say it's a little bit early, we haven't even got Christmas out the way, but we want you to put it in your diaries and make a note of it and talk to your kids, explain to them what Don't Cross the Line and the REFspect programme is all about. It's all about good behaviour from the sidelines coming towards our referee, because we are protective of the referees. The reason being that those referees are there to be in charge of and officiate the game that your child is playing in. So if you start shouting verbal abuse and showing aggressive behaviour, that rubs off. It rubs off to the kids who are on that field of play. and they start getting upset. So it's not good. So this is why we're saying encouragement is really welcome at grassroots football. Fair play and sports personship. And we explained this yesterday. The reason behind the wording of sports personship is because there's plenty of females, and I was watching them today, mixed teams. So you can't say sportsmanship. It doesn't sound right if you've got girls mixed in the team with the lads. Sports personship. That's what we want. That's what we want. Week in, week out. We want you to respect the referees, each other, and also committee members. Committee members are doing a great job getting your games on as well. And I know we always bang the drum and start saying no referee, no game. We've explained the reason why that is. There isn't a game when you've got two managers taking turns apiece to officiate a game if the referee doesn't turn up. It's not right, and they don't feel right because they cannot then get their game the way they want to be, because they've got kids who are subs and they're trying to put the time up, give equal time, and they can't because they're officiating the game. They find out how hard it really is to officiate, to referee a match in grassroots football. And when you ask them after the game would they do it again, they hope not. They don't want to be involved in officiating a game. They just want to be the coach or the manager taking part in it. So that's why we say no ref, no game. We understand, no managers, no coaches, no committee members. It's exactly the same, but there definitely isn't a game if you've got no managers and coaches to run teams, have you? So you wouldn't need the leagues if there was no one to run grassroots football teams. Okay, we don't know what time we started this show. I didn't look, and I always rely on my podcast there, looking at the time of it. So I'm having a little guess, and I'm going to say to you, you know, exactly when the time is, because YouTube tells me when I'm scheduling this to go on air on YouTube. So we'll talk for another 5 minutes, because I think that's about right in the show that we have. If it isn't, we cut it short or we've gone over, and that's what it's all about. And don't forget, you've got games tomorrow as well, so you're out and about tomorrow. I'm hoping the weather is going to be just as good today as it was today. Just as good today for you tomorrow. For just as good tomorrow as it was today. Let's get it right. This is what we're like on air, and you can come out with all kinds of mistakes. And as we say, referees make mistakes. We're only human, we all make mistakes, don't we? But there's no reason why a referee should be criticised by at least 15 parents or spectators from the sidelines whatsoever. We're alright, no one's telling me off for making that mistake. People are laughing at me on YouTube for making that mistake, yes, but that's about as far as it goes. Can't hear you, can't see you, so we'll continue with the show without being put off. And yet, when you've got people shouting at you, that would make a difference. Like a comedian, you get heckled in the audience, you have to be very, very good on stage, otherwise the comedian can go to pieces. Or someone, a singer who they don't like as well, getting heckled. So you look at it in the bigger picture, don't you? So how does it feel for a young referee to get verbally abused or being shown aggressive behaviour on the field of play? So we're asking each and every one of you, whenever you go out there, like tomorrow, and you have a game, please respect your referee. Show them gratitude, even at the end of the game. There's no need to have fits over mistakes that may have been made within the game from that referee, or you saying about their decisions, it was wrong, they give them. You have to do the course. If you want to become a referee, make it simple. Go to your local county FA, put your name down, and they will gladly set you on a course to become a referee. Yes, you will pay for it, but if you know better, then you can do a better job than most referees. Just go and do that. Take on the course and then go into grassroots football and officiate the games, and just see what you feel about officiating within grassroots football. Let me know if you've done that. mal@don'ttexttheline.com. As I said, you can add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites, and send a message. But please, if you're a tech and you know about Apple, how to get into your account when it's locked out or locked you out because it won't recognise your ID and username that you know is correct, then I need your help. Please, please come, get in touch with me. Mobile, email, whichever, and we'll make arrangements, and I'll make it a lovely cup of tea if you can sort this out for me. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you very, very much indeed for tuning in to YouTube this evening. If you're a listener to the show, apologies. We will get back on air ASAP because we want our kids to love Spotify. They're all made up when they knew I was moving on to Spotify, but hey ho, you try and do good and that's what happens. We'll be back again tomorrow. Good luck to Liverpool tomorrow, as we say, against Manchester City. I'd love them to beat them. I'd love them to win. Go extra points clear. It's never over, we know that. And Arsenal and Arteta, I've told Liverpool that title is not over. So if we were 30 points clear, they'd still be chasing us down and wouldn't give up. And that's the way it should be, I suppose, in football. Never give up. We'll be back again tomorrow, around about 6 p.m. From myself, Marlene, all the team here at the Grassroots Show. Don't Cross the Line, REFspect programme, no ref, no game, DXTL from the touchlines. And if you've got mates there, tell them to sign up, subscribe on our channel, it's free. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Good night, God bless.